What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm currently combating a giant bug. And here in the Urn Studio, I think I got them. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find them on Patreon at patreon.com/FJTK, on Instagram at FJTK Improv, and on Facebook from Justin to Kelly Comedy. Please welcome our special guest host from Justin to Kelly. How's it going?
Hi, Christian.
Hi, Christian.
Hi. How are those urns treating you?
They're good urns.
They're doing great.
Only the finest for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you know the drill. If you have any questions from Justin to Kelly, put them in the chat, and I might pick them. All righty. So tell me a little bit about the Countdown Improv Festival.
It happens in Tampa in September. It's for solo, duo, and trio performers only. If you got 4 people, don't fucking come, because we will reject you like a motherfucker.
It is our 5th year.
Right.
It's our 5th year of this festival. It is in Tampa, in a city in which we do not live.
It's true.
It's true.
We don't even we like it. It's fine.
I think we like Tampa.
We like Tampa. It's a great festival. It's the 3rd best improv festival on planet Earth.
Okay, so for someone like me who's never been to an improv festival, what can I expect?
Oh, you can expect so much. You can expect a weekend's worth of improv shows that sort of run the gamut from sort of solo performance to duo performance to trio performance. You got workshops. You got
after parties.
Yeah, we'll buy you a beer. We'll buy you 2 beers. It's really, really fun. It's a big fucking hug for a fucking weekend. Yeah, and in a non-creepy way.
Especially this year. We're back in person. One of the first festivals that's back, I think. And we're excited.
Yeah, basically a few years ago, we're like, well, we've been to a lot of improv festivals. We think we can do this better than most people. So we started our own festival. And now we're very poor. We've lost a lot of money, but we keep on going.
Yep.
Keep on trucking. We got a question from Jason Lee Boyce, and he wants to know, if the dads want to perform in the Countdown Festival, who should we kill so that they are eligible?
Oh man,
that's on you guys. You got to pick.
You got to pick somebody.
Who's got the least to live for, guys? That's a question that you need to fucking huddle up with and figure out.
So, from Justin to Kelly, apparently there are these places in Japan called cat cafes, and you can get to relax with cats. Would you ever try it?
I would. I'm a fan of cats.
I'm very allergic.
Justin is very allergic.
I would not. Definitely
very
not.
allergic.
Rough time for me. That would be.
Sneezing is not fun.
No.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You guys have been a duo for 11 years?
We have.
That's right.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, good for us.
Yeah, good for us. We made it.
Wow. You guys are so cool. I'm so happy I get to interview you guys. So you guys did a mono scene for 12 and a half hours straight?
That's right.
We did. We were raising money for the Countdown Improv Festival. We did a mono scene for 12 and a half hours. It started at noon. It ended a little after 12:30. We had 60 improvisers joining us from all over the country, walk-ons.
We ended. I turned to Kelly. I'm like, I could have gone longer.
Nah, I was like, nope.
She's like, not me.
Not me.
That's why we went 12 and a half hours. It was the duration, the extent of our attention spans.
Wow. I know y'all, before this pandemic, used to travel all the time to different cities and perform. You guys have any tips, maybe any snacks or that you like to take on the road?
Yes.
So, yes. Find road food that treats you well, even if it isn't a delicacy. So we, one of our signature road foods is we have a very specific Domino's order. We do.
There's always a Domino's. It always tastes the same. No matter where you go, it's going to have a baseline consistently.
What do we get? We get an extra thin crust.
With mushrooms, roasted red peppers, and banana peppers.
Well done.
When we fucking make it double sure that they make it well done. If it's not well done, it tastes like garbage. You can throw it in the dumpster.
We eat it in the car. And so we had a spring tour. I forget what year was it? 2017? 2017. We had, it was over a week. We ate a Domino's pizza every day, 8 days. And then we died.
Oh.
Then we died
And then we died.
and we came back. So heaven is real.
We
friends.
felt
That sounds delicious. All right, it's time for the rapid fire. Kelly, favorite way to unwind?
Sleeping.
Justin, coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee.
Kelly, favorite TV show right now?
Oh God. Dadurday Night Live.
Justin, favorite snacks when traveling?
Combos.
Kelly, what's a good book?
What's a good book? The Bible.
Justin, what food does Sling Blade like with mustard?
He likes biscuits.
And that is time. Thank you from Justin and Kelly for coming on Between Two Urns. Woo, woo, woo.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Between Two Urns. We have our season 2 finale musical guest, the Boys Star Library. Boys, come on in. Or should I say men?
Hello.
I know Jimmy the most. How's it going, Andrew? How's it going, Chris?
It's going.
I know Chris the least. I had to really do some digging on him.
Uh-oh.
We got Jimmy Hughes. He does vocals, plays guitar. Chris, you play guitar and electronics, whatever that means. And Andrew, you play drums.
I do.
First, I just got to say, how are you guys doing?
Well,
Yeah. I must say well, considering, right?
Yeah.
Considering the alternative.
How does it feel to be
Well.
back together after so long?
feels good.
Yeah.
Real good.
That's
Like
awesome.
the same.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these guys and I haven't seen them in a long time.
That's awesome. I love when seeing old friends.
Yes.
I'm between my urns. These gentlemen, I've placed urns secretly in the background. You know, their urn, the spirit of the urns is there. So how did y'all meet? Was it like by happenstance, or was it just like y'all go to college together, some BS like that?
Yes. Went to
Yes.
college together, and I was friends with Jimmy's sister, and then Jimmy came to the same school, and that's how I met Jimmy.
Wow.
And then my college roommate went to high school with Andrew, and Andrew would come and visit us at college. And then eventually, when we moved off campus into a house, he moved into the house with us and lived in the closet.
that is accurate.
I hope there wasn't any skeletons in there.
Just Andrew's.
No, there really wasn't much room besides for me.
Hey man, you gotta, when you're in college, you gotta struggle. Struggle is real. You gotta pinch any penny you can. So, and was it just like, hey, I play guitar, hey, I play drums, hey, I play, electronics, and then you just
Yeah. I mean, basically, the first weekend back to school, Jimmy's sister was having a party. They had this great house. It was like the perfect party house. And I got to that house before I was able to go to our dorms that year. So we spent the night there and had my guitar and everything there. And then I walk into this room and Jimmy's playing my guitar and I'm like, hey. And then basically we ended up living in the same dorm and then started recording songs together. And that was the start of a long musical relationship there. And then Andrew jumped into the picture and started playing drums too. And it just sort of filled the whole thing out.
hell yeah, that's awesome. I was listening to If I Was Born a Girl, released around the year 2000. Man, you guys have gone through so many changes. You guys are like, you guys have kids now. What were some of your favorite moments as a band together?
Man.
Thanksgiving with the new fam was one of my favorites. I like the way Jimmy sings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's a badass
Yeah, I like
song.
that one.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, one of my favorite things about being a band, I mean, we all were kind of in a good situation where we lived together. we all moved to Queens together out of college, and we lived in the same. We found a really cheap house. I don't know how we did it. One of you guys found it. I was just along for the ride, but it was like crazy cheap for New York City. And Chris and our friend Will and some other folks built like a studio in the basement. So we all lived there and had a studio in this 3-story house in Queens. So that, to me, just that whole era was such a good time for the band because we were so productive, but also like living together and having a good time with a lot of our other friends that lived in the area too.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about
Good
you, Chris?
parties.
Parties? Yeah, parties.
Yes.
Definitely some parties.
Poor Civvy.
Oh yeah, poor neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah, because the houses in Queens, either they're connected or they're basically separated by a driveway.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Civi, that's right. How'd you remember his name? That's amazing.
I remember him because he was a director of network engineering at the New York Stock Exchange, like low pressure job. And so he had to be in a job where he's probably like this all day and come home and just live next to a rock band. It was pretty,
Yeah.
who may or may not have swam in his pool.
Right. And
that's
then
all you.
at one point too, the basement was in the studio, and the studio was in the basement of the house. And we had some heating issues at some point, and somebody came to check on the heat, and basically we were having carbon monoxide
Oh no.
going into
That's one of your best memories of the band?
No, it's amazing, but it's amazing how nothing happened. Like, it could have been a lot worse, I guess. That's crazy. But yeah, best memories is just that we all lived there and would hang out all the time and go practice or record and then play with our friends' bands and then go play a show, come back, get White Castle, Taco Bell, stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, then go to work.
Well, cool. I'm gonna go through some of these kind of quickly. Chris, do you have a thing for bug eyes? I don't know if it was your Instagram or maybe somebody else's, but I just saw like a bunch of bug eyes. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and I won't say that I saw somebody else do this with album covers where they just put like googly eyes on stuff. And a while ago I was just talking to a friend about it, and a while ago being like a couple of years, and I always thought it'd be a fun thing to just do on posters in the city. Never got around to doing it, and then I saw somebody doing it on Instagram on album covers, and I was like, I have a ton of albums, I can do this. So that's so when I listen to records, I just start doing it and then post them on Instagram for fun.
Cool. Andrew, how was Star Wars Galaxy's Edge?
It was badass. Have you been there?
No.
Yeah, no. I think everyone should make the spiritual trip and go see it. It was I don't know who enjoyed it more, my son or myself.
Awesome.
Did you make
Jimmy,
a
what's the
lightsaber?
most Jimmy, what's the most
Sorry.
obscure song you've written?
The most obscure song?
Yeah.
All of them. All of them are super obscure. Yeah.
Blue Car.
It was awesome.
Blue Car is an obscure one. Yeah.
Jimmy's guitar case would be filled with pieces of paper with lyrics on them, and it was just all of his songs, just like in his case on like scraps of paper and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're
You
still
still have
probably
it?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
say-
So I guess there's probably are some that are more obscure than others.
So I know music, it's brought a lot of joy to your life. You guys got little ones. Is it something like, I want my kid to play music, or are you kind of just not like, trying to like be too much like, hey, pick up a French horn or something? Do you not really care? Or is it more something like, hey, it'd be cool if I play some songs with my son or something like that?
Well, I tried, but
Try?
then you stop because it's not taking.
Mhm.
So I don't want to like force it, and you just hope that one day maybe they'll want to do it.
We did the School of Rock thing and it didn't take, but during the pandemic, my son learned how to play the saxophone over
Wow.
Zoom calls. And
Wow.
like between school and then we got him like a his own instructor. And today he was playing while I was on a call, and I was just like, that actually sounds tremendous. So it's kind of like I want him to know that it sounds really good, but I also don't. You can't want it more than they want to do it. But he sure sounds really great. So
Wow,
I hope
that's
he
cool.
keeps on doing that.
What about you, Jimmy?
My kids are still pretty young, but yeah, they like a lot of my music, and they have pretty good taste. So I'm not worried about them. They'll figure it out when they figure it out, or they'll lose interest. But yeah, I don't push it.
Cool. So these are a little bit more fun. Jimmy, how much popcorn can you eat?
Probably a lot, yeah. Like all the popcorn. Like a real genius house full of popcorn.
Chris, why can't dogs eat chocolate?
They like it.
They can't have it though.
Oh.
That's what everyone keeps telling me.
I know, but they like it.
Andrew, if you were being abducted by aliens via tractor beam, how would you prevent it?
I wouldn't.
It's like, take me.
Wouldn't you go for that ride? I mean, that's what I did last time. So it didn't
You
work
were
out.
in Galaxy's Edge.
So.
Jimmy, I snore in bed pretty bad. What kind of music should I play to complement my snoring?
The Boy Star Library.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Chris, okay, scenario. You're managing a band with 3 whales in it. What's the band name you would give them?
I maybe will it.
Will it. I like it. Andrew, food nowadays, comes in tube shapes for easier access. What's a current food that you think needs to be easily accessed?
The food that's hard to access. Oh man.
I know you're a foodie.
I think maybe like a nice like ramen bowl that was tube shaped, like just
Okay.
like one shot.
Yeah. For
Like the
easy
Go-Gurt of
access.
ramen.
And yeah, go like for kids.
Alrighty. Time for the rapid fire. Jimmy, how is Mark Treasure doing?
Mark Treasure is I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know.
Chris, what band did you see live that was your favorite?
Flaming Lips.
Andrew, favorite beer?
Oh geez, Bourbon County Stout.
Okay. Jimmy, what action figure is currently expensive or hard to find?
I recently sold Greatest American Hero Mego figure for $900.
Holy shnikes. Chris, if the Beatles were named the Bugs, do you think they would still be iconic?
Yes.
Andrew, ribs when you're eating barbecue or steak?
Ribs when I'm eating barbecue or steak. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with ribs.
Alrighty. Jimmy, is getting your music heard easier today or easier back then?
I have no idea.
Chris, what kind of hobbies do you enjoy?
Music.
Andrew, favorite type of cake?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Favorite type of cake?
Cake? Yellow sheet cake, the really shitty ones from the grocery store.
Awesome. Jimmy, fill in the blank. If you were born a girl, your name would be?
According to my father, Nancy.
And that is time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me with the Boy Star Library. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks,
You
Christian.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.